Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. It's Tracy and another open with me, and this time it's your crochet and knitting, and it is quite a bumper pack. There's lots in here, so it's a big one. Okay, so if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and you'll be informed when there are new videos and stuff. So there's no, yes there is. I was going to say there's nowhere to. No, you can't open that anyway, so it's a brute force job. See, wow, so stuffed. That was quite easy. So this one is your crochet and knitting with free crochet book worth $12.99. It's got some pretty poor needles and hooks free with it. And this one is a kind of a bonus. And what have we got in here? This is knit, and there's a Santa gift pack in there. We'll do the knit last because I know lots of my crochet people don't knit, don't like to. So we'll start with the crochet and knitting magazine, which is should be more crochet than knitting, as knitting and crochet was way more knitting than crochet, so it stands to reason this should be. So we'll start with this, and then if those people want to drop out at that point, they can. There's always the bonus Knit Pro needles for every reader, but I think those are the ones you have to send off for, and I can never remember to send off. I think the only time I ever tried to do it online, it didn't really work out for me, so I've never tried since. So let's get rid of the crackly packaging. And what we've got in here is a yarn pack of Pasheen yarn and these plastic needles and hook, which the only time I could ever envisage using those was if I was on a train and it got stuck in a tunnel for quite a long time and I had absolutely nothing to do. I might actually suffer trying to use them. But it's good amigurumi yarn. It's very, very spongy. I wouldn't say soft. It doesn't feel rough. It's just got that sturdy sponginess that amigurumi yarns tend to have. So I'll pop that back in there. Wrong way round. Turn it back the right way. And we'll close it up. Back to more crunchy packaging. Oh, look, I'll put that one upside down. And we've got some pretty decent colours in there. So I'll put that on the floor for now. And we'll have a look at the magazine. So we have Pasheen the cat to make in amigurumi. He's kind of cool. So you can knit and crochet these official patterns. And we've got 51 must make projects, gift knits for babies, and cushion makes for the home, how to crafty for charity, best baby yarns, and crochet masterclass. So bearing in mind, when I did Knitting and Crochet magazine, there were 7 crochet patterns in that. I'm hoping that this is mostly crochet and there are a few knitting patterns. It would really be good if they did that to redress the balance, I think. So let's have a look what we've got. Now that looks quite nice. A little cow. And the bunnies, they're obviously knitted, those bunnies at the top there. Free gift of these Knit Pro needles, so that might be worth trying to send off for, if only I could remember to do it. Step-by-step guides, and we've got a bit of a spike stitch cushion and little amigurumi pals there. And there's some squares at the top that do look like they're knitted. Hard to get them. So let's go and have a look, shall we? What's new? It's stuff to look out for, like websites and bits and pieces. So stitch markers, a bit on there about the Foundry Works stitch markers. I've not seen those before, so I might have a little check out of those. Right, I need to pull this down a little bit, I think. There we go. So, let's see. There's Pasheen the cat, And he's got a little hat on. That's so cute. Let's have a little close-up. That is kind of sweet, isn't it? Oh, yeah, not bad at all. So this is... Pusheen is a tabby cat who became famous through online comics and has gone on onto global stardom. And that's Pusheen, the cat, and lots of instructions and view at the back there. So this is, you can knit your own Pusheen the cat, and he has a little jacket. So there's all the knitting instructions to make him. There's what he looks like. So we've got the Mayfair baby vest. And this, I think it's definitely knitted, yeah. But that's kind of cool. I think that's not all right. I don't know if I'd choose those colours, mind you. But there we go. There's lots of, that's what it looks like. It's nice. And you haven't got the worry of trying to negotiate sleeves if you're a beginner, which is quite a good idea. This is nice. I like this little neck warmer. I like to call it. They call this a cowl. Now, I don't know. What do you call them? I mean, I have made cowls. I've made neck warmers, infinity scarves. So if they're quite snug, I like to think of them as neck warmer. But I guess it's cowl as well. You can say whatever you want. But they're quite nice colours, and that's looks fairly straightforward. What we've got here. How to craft for charity. 10 craft for. There's Age UK, Knit for Peace, Knitted Knockers, Knit for Nout, or Knit a Square. So they're all knitted. Isn't that typical in a crochet and knit magazine? We seem to be concentrating yet again on knitting. But this is how to attach a zip. So that's pretty cool. I've attached the zip in many ways, but if you want to figure out how to attach a zip, there's quite a bit in this one. Obviously that's got a zip top. And I might have to pause it in a second because it looks as though I'm going to get a parcel. It might be my neighbour, so we'll wait. And then we've got Dora and Dennis. Those are those bunnies that were at the beginning. And they are obviously knitted. They've got the charts in there. But I quite like this Carmela cushion. That's kind of cute, isn't it? I like that. It's a bit of a spike stitch for this one. Multiple spike stitches for striking effect. So he is coming my way. So I'm just going to pause. Sorry about that. It was a parcel, one for me and one for my other half. So that's cool. So yeah, that's nice. I quite like that. And we've got Winter Kisses blanket. Winter Kisses. A bit more, if that was circle, you could call it noughts and crosses. But oh, Winter Kisses blanket, how to make that, and all of the instructions and a chart for where to place them. Quite nice though, that. What have we got? Designer sketchbook. So this is just an editorial, really. It doesn't show you how to make these things. So the other day, I went to visit Gary's mum in a nursing home, and I'd made her a twiddle muff. And these are kind of that sort of thing, designed for texture to fiddle with, a fidget blanket or... And the twiddle muff I made her has long since got lost. And she has a ball now that she kind of squeezes. And so I'm going to make her, I think I'm going to make her a new ball. So these are coasters. They're obviously knitted. And we've got the chart, though, over here on those. So if you didn't want to knit them, you could crochet them with the chart. Alina the ballerina. You'd have to buy this, like tutu stuff, netting. But yeah, might be nice for some little girl. Is that sexist of me to still think that girls play with dolls? I don't really care. Anyway, here we've got a Stack It Up Afghan. That's obviously knitted. Kind of Aztec-y, would you say? I don't know. Not really keen on those kind of geometric shapes all the time. And we've got some knitted mittens. So already I think there's more knitted patterns in here than there were crochet in the Knit and Crochet magazine. Join Knit Now today, and the things that you can do in there. So if you wanted to do that, there's the details of how you subscribe. What do you get? Does it tell you how much it is? It's not as good as, say, a taster one for £5, is it? Anyway, moving on. We've got deers. Candy, Cupid and Coral, the deers. And they're kind of sweet. I don't think their necks look very sturdy though, do you? Just saying. But there's all the details on how to make them. We've got a knitted headband. Whenever I see a headband like that, it reminds me of John McEnroe. Big top blanket. So it's made with diamond shapes. More geometric shaped blankets. If you wanted to make one that was diamond shape. It's actually quite a interesting shape to try and make. And if you do them right, they look like boxes, 3D. What we've got here is stitches for baby. And how they've used it. Oh, that's not bad, is it? Showing you that's Rico Baby Dreams. Bo Peep, DK. Rico Merino. Just making swatches, but they have knitted them. We've asked real knitters to test well-known baby yarns and give their opinions. Again, knitters in the Crochet and Knit magazine. So it just seems to me that it's almost more towards knitting. But there are lots of crochet patterns, including this one. That's kind of sweet. Peppermint Velvet Sweater. That's quite nice. I like that. Yeah, that's definitely a crochet one. And it's got all of the sizing there. It makes 6 months, 12 months, 18 months and 24 months. I like that. Nice and plain. Should be easy to make. Free for every reader, Happy Crochet. Not heard of Happy Crochet. That's a new one, I think. Free book. Just pay $4.99 P&P. So is it a book then? And I will read that later and see. So we've got Jolly Farm juggling balls. They're obviously crocheted. Fancy making some juggling balls? You could double them if you made them a little bit snazzier. You could put them on Christmas tree. And there's the close-up pictures. So you more like farm animals, aren't they? And then we've got the basics. Learn to crochet, all the magic ring bits and all the stuff you normally get at the end of the magazine. Knitting, learn the basics, casting on and off, etc. All the abbreviations for both knitting and crochet. Free Knit Pro gift. So here we've got this. It's a kind of a, that's not a bad thing, but again, it's knitting, isn't it? So you put it on the end of your cable. And there we go, that's that. That's that one all finished. So let's put that to one side for now. And we'll bring in our second freebie. So this one is knitting. So if that, I'll be surprised if it's chock-a-block full of crochet, like the knitting magazines. Sorry, the crochet magazines have lots of knitting. But this is Knit Now. So that's obviously the same. It's very thick, this one. There's a couple of bits and pieces in this one. There's a Christmas magazine as well, so that's not bad. But what else have we got here first? So we've got all the stuff to make Me Tonight, a little Santa. Yeah, very nice. I like him. Snuggly Santa. So that's all in there. Let's have a look and see what we get. I know we'll get the stuffing and the yarn, but there's not everything you need. You need to supply your own needles, but that is lovely and soft, his beard. But there we go, just enough to make him. Obviously he's not very big. Try and get that back in there. But sometimes in these kits you actually get the needles, but they would probably be the plastic ones anyway. So here we go. Oh, here we are, not here we go. Knit Now. Christmas Made Easy. So we've got the magazine and then we've got Crafting for Christmas as well. So we'll start with the magazine and then we'll go on to the supplement. So Christmas Made Easy, festive knits you'll love to make. So we've got obviously a stocking and this cowl scarf, cable sweater and a big snowflake and some amigurumi. They still call them amigurumi if they're knitted, but they're Hello Kitty bits and bobs. So let's have a look. I never bother with those pages. And this is what's in the magazine. So we've got giraffe. I'd say that's a giraffe. I always get it wrong. I don't know why. When I find out what it actually is, I go, oh, it's obvious now. But I think that is a giraffe. And we've got a couple of sweaters. We've got this one here and then that one. And we've got the gentleman's sweater. Gentleman, getting all posh. Got a shawl there. This is nice. So this one, rainbow design. And free Knit Pro Zing deluxe set worth £50 when you subscribe. So that's this. Okay, let's get it on then. Meet the team. Advert Stylecraft. The what's new bit. So, Pom Pom. Pom 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 is the brand new book from Henry Lee, all about, yes, you've guessed it, pom-poms and what you can do with them. So that's pretty clever though. I don't know if I'd get my yarn in the right place for it to come out like that. I can barely make an attractive pom-pom as it is. Can you imagine doing that? That is extremely clever. To actually get it that once you've cut it, it looks like an orange segment or a panda. That is cool. Hats off to Harry, honestly. Henry, even. So there we've got some bits and pieces. We've got We Love Jewellery, just editorials and things to look out for. Ask the experts, whatever your knitting dilemma. They have a team of experts there to help. So there's all their bits and pieces. So we've got a jumper and cardigan. That's quite nice. I like the jumper. It's not, it's on King Cole though. So you'd have to go to King Cole to find that. Hello Kitty Festive Friends. So these are in the book. There we go. There's cute, isn't it? Beautiful. It's beautiful. Oh, shouldn't sing. It's not good. And there's the cable pullover that was at the beginning. So that one thing I noticed though, doesn't seem to be a lot of ribbon. You know, you normally get bands, but that's different. I quite like it. King Cole nominations now. It's our annual celebration of everything we love about knitting in the UK, and we want to know who you think deserves recognition. Wow. And here's our some local heroes. Designer of the year and stuff. So we've got some wintertime cushions. Now these are nice. This one's a bit busy for me, but I quite like that one. And then there's all the charts. So should you wish to knit or crochet, you've got the charts, which I like to see. I do like to see that. And then you can adapt them. So this wrap, rather than a shawl, that's quite nice. It's got some cabling. It's fairly kind of chunky as well, isn't it? Warm. Like the look of that one. So, join Knit Now today and get the Knit Pro set that we talked about earlier for £50. So there's the details of how to subscribe. Trying to find, £20.80 every 3 months, or £83.99 for 14. So they get 14 issues. Sorry, I need to scratch my eye. Sorry. I think I've got some fibre in my eye from when I got the yarn out. And we've got more editorials and adverts. So this is the Silver Dragon cowl. That's quite nice. I'd say cowl. See what I mean about previously, if you're still with me from the previous magazine. That cowl was more snug, like a neck warmer, whereas this cowl is baggy. I don't know if you could drape that over twice, like an infinity scarf, or... So I guess it depends on how you like to wear your cowl. But I never know whether to call them cowl or neck warmer for those reasons. Shopping from your stash. So look at what's in your stash rather than buying more. I should take a leaf out of that book. Choosing colours. A little bit of... that's a beautiful colour. They call it saffron. But it's more like a peachy colour. That's nice. I like that. Bit of a piece on choosing your colours.
I don't know that one.
She likes to get involved on my open with me's, I've noticed. Bless her. So, I wouldn't understand why she pops in when you don't mention the A word. Anyway, never mind. So here we've got Lars. Lars pullover. Make a... I kind of think it's unusual how you've got segments, but at the bottom you don't. See what I mean? Interesting, though. And there's the chart, if you wanted to do it. I guess if you wanted to just transpose that again. Because I'm a great one for things being symmetrical. And although it's symmetrical this way, like, it's not this way. So I don't know what I think about it. Do you know what I mean? I'm kind of picky like that. I like symmetry. So we got Santa and Polar Bear. So is he the Santa from the front cover? Yes, he is. So we've got a polar bear as well. And the pattern for the kit that we have for the Santa Claus. That's just an advert for yarn. Pattern pics. So this is just showing you pics of the patterns. Now, out of all of them, I like this one. I've never made socks, but these are a little... Although I quite like that, but I wouldn't wear it for myself unless I was her shape, which I'm not. But I like this one. These fingerless gloves. I've only ever crocheted them. Winter warmers. I like that. West Yorkshire Spinners. I don't know. I think you'd have to go to them. www.wyspinners.com. WY Spinners, that is. That's the one I like, though, on this one. The Rainbow Galaxy hat and cowl. That's nice. I really like that. I like the cowl more than the hat, but I do like the hat, actually. Hats don't really suit me. If I find one that suits me, I'm over the moon. So we got Becky Dodman. We sat down with textile artist and knitwear designer Becky Dodman, who recently designed her very own wedding collection. Actually, that is pretty sweet, isn't it? Nice use of colour. And we've got the snowflake stocking. You can change the colours, make them more red and bright green if you wanted to, make them more festive. It's a bit gold. It's quite nice, though. More subtle, I suppose. Knitting community. Bits and pieces about charities. The yarn circle and details of the free gift that you can spend £15 in store. This is the thing. It never seems to happen for me. So your crochet and knitting. In the next one, we've got the clangers. Now, Mike and Gemma, my son Mike and his wife Gemma, really wanted me to make a clanger for Tyler, but not one of these clangers. They have a character in the clangers called a sky moo, and they really wanted me to make a sky moo. As I'd never seen one, and when I did see it, it just looked more like a blimp. I never did make it. But just to let you know that on Instagram, my Instagram name is Granny Clanger at Tracy Rocks. And Granny Clanger is what Mike called me because I always seem to be crocheting. And in the clangers, the nana is always knitting. So he just, called me Granny Clanger and it stuck. So we've got some Christmas tree ornaments, 8 balls of yarn, metal hook, wow, that's a first. Knit your own advent mitts, make blankets, accessories and more. So there's the few bits and bobs to show you. So what are we doing now? Comforting Cottons. So they've made swatches again and reviewed them. And this is the Just Be Me jumper. Nice and plain. It's got a little bit of, I say cable, but without cabling. It's just kind of making it go up with dots. It's nice though, but I'm not really a pullover or jumper person. I don't like getting too hot. And I find that they do make me a bit too hot. So I have a few, but I rarely am seen wearing them. So these things, this kind of like bags where they actually wear it, so they're kind of enclosed, they've become quite popular. So there, that's I don't know that I like the fact that it's got garter stitch as well as knit stitch. I think if it was moss always seems perfect for babies to me, moss stitch. But garter stitch, I don't know, looks kind of strange. I don't know, not my stitch. I don't really like it very much. Large scale blankets, especially in garter stitch, there we go, lend themselves really well to relaxing and meditative knitting, also for those times you want to relax and reflect. That's quite nice. There's all the details of how to make that, the pattern. Treat Yourself, showing some yarns, and they have got the prices, that's cool. Are they mega expensive? The Rowan is a little bit, and the King Cole alpaca at $7.99, but the Rowan's £13.40. But the Peter Pan Baby, $3.69. Novita is £5.92. But I've got a feeling that some of these are 50 grams, so that's probably, although it's £3.69, is a 50 gram ball. So there we are. That's quite a nice hat as well. It's quite plain with a little bit of detail. So yeah, I like that. Not bad. All the instructions on how to make that. And some slippers. One-way slippers. I always feel unless you can find some tread at the bottom, they are exactly what they say. Slippers. Designed for you to slip on surfaces. So you really need to find that grip bottom, or use them as bed socks. It's just an advert, that one. That's a shame because that's quite nice. Oh, I think we have another pattern coming. Win our cover garment. That's unusual, isn't it? You can actually win it. Enter today for your chance to win one of the great prize bundles and save on your shopping with our exclusive discounts. So they've got competition in here as well. And money off bits and bobs. So here he is, Bernard the giraffe. He was a giraffe, thank goodness for that. Get it right. And here's the chart to make the giraffe, which I like it when they do that. So if you wanted to do it in a crochet, you could adapt it if you're clever. So we've got quilting now. That's kind of, there's not a code, is there? Let's have a look. Let's hold it up just in case you wanted to see. And this is the Miala jumper, which is on the front cover. It's got this interesting kind of design at the top. And there's all the info and pattern for that. It's nice at the back. It sort of carries on all the way around. And the how-tos, knitted essential bits, skills, mattress join, side-to-side join, and all of the abbreviations and stuff. Crochet Now advert. Crochet Pups 2020 calendar. 25 exclusive patterns. So that's a little advert for Crochet Now. And Knit Now. And that's it. So then we get on to the free supplement, which does look nice. Crafting for Christmas. So let's have a look and see what's in this. This is a long one, isn't it? So 44 festive makes. Try our Christmas Day dressing gown. Obviously that's just some kind of sewing. different crafts. So this is what I was hoping to get from Mollie Makes, and why I subscribed, because I was hoping you'd get different crafts, but it's not really like that in there. I have one more to go. So here we are. We've got this lounge wear, the Lounge Lover robe. Sew yourself a festive robe. All that glitters cardigan. Everyday outfits sparkle with this crochet cardigan. Time to shine skirt. So there's lots in here. Let's not read them all. Be here forever. Let's have a little look then. So here's the Lounge Lover robe. It's a sew-in. There's all of the bits and bobs. So if you're a good sewer, I was looking at sewing machines when I went to Hobbycraft. So you never know, I might get one. All that glitters cardigan. That's nice. It's actually made with what I call the box granny. I have a tutorial for that. I've made a few blankets with it. So that's quite a nice modern stitch. A modern take on the granny that looks a little different. You don't have to do it in those colours, obviously. Time to shine skirt. Sew a glamorous sequin midi skirt. I can't really wear midi skirts. I'm too short. I think I have to wear kind of sort of minis to the knee length. Knee length is probably as far as I can go. I'm a bit short. When I was a child, midi and maxi skirts were in, but they just didn't really suit me. So all set hat and hand mittens. They're knitted, I think. Are they? Yes, they're knitted. But there's another picture of them, quite nice. Mistletoe under the mistletoe jumper, rather. So this is made with felt. So it's a bit of felt in to make the pattern. Figgy pudding jumper. That's quite nice. And only knitting really produces this kind of thing. But you can make a pudding. Wow. You could use the chart to make a pudding if you want to crochet. So we've got a granny square Christmas stocking. I've not made one out of granny squares before, but there's always a first time. Makes the heel a little bit of an odd vibe, I think, but it's kind of cute. Reach for the Stars quilt, if you've ever done any quilting. I haven't personally. I like the look of it and always think it'd be nice to do. Take the heat, oven gloves. That's kind of nice, isn't it? And to make some oven gloves. This isn't bad. See, this is what I wanted out of Mollie Makes. And they missed an opportunity, didn't they? They could have brought you stuff like this. Put in a good word, plate. How to make it. That's kind of cute, isn't it? So you can personalise a plate. Get a plain ceramic plate. It's your shopping list. That's pretty decent. You could actually... I like the idea of that one. Make them for the kids. So here's how to make a tree. I kind of like it, I think. And is that a pom-pom from... Making a pom-pom from a fork. All wrapped up cushion. Again, that's a bit of quilting going on. Santa, stop here, doorstops. I do like these. I do. I like the noses and no mouth. So this is a tree skirt. Dress up under the tree. Again, that's sewing. Deck the hall's decorations. Bit of felt making. Christmas elves jumper. So this is knitted, I believe. Yeah. And but we do have the chart. You could do anything with that. Couldn't you? Make a cushion. Make a pullover, Christmassy blanket. As long as you've got the chart, you can do anything. Winter welly toppers. They're made out of felt. Under the tree, gift bags. I made a gift bag, but I crocheted it. It's actually on my channel. It's called the hot water bottle / gift bag, because you can use it for either. But he's nice, a polar bear. I like his little hat, look. Isn't that cute? That's sweet. Nice, like him. So we've got a cowl for a man. Celtic Fable cowl, which boasts a unisex design and makes a great gift for loved ones, and that is crocheted. So it's chunky and not lacy enough for some men. I won't say all. I don't think Gary would wear it. That's just Gary though. Gary doesn't do anything that's remotely girly. And here we go, button-up cardie. That's obviously crocheted, but we do have charts for those. Christmas coasters bunting. So that's nice. I wish I was more into sewing. We had a lady look at the house next door and she's a seamstress, so I'm hoping she moves in. She wants to learn to crochet. I want to learn to sew. I think it's a marriage made in heaven. So I'm hoping she gets the house. So this is a Christmas toy sack to make. And a knitted bow tie. Or is that crocheted? Shopping list. Rico's Essential Cotton Deco. I think that's definitely knitted. Stash busting Christmas decorations. Lots of them. Some pretty easy to make by the looks of it. His and hers slippers over this side. And snowflake, basket and hook pouch. And we've got a hawthorn headband that is knitted. And a stitchy Christmas card. Chock-a-block. See, no wasted space. This is exactly what I was looking for Mollie Makes. And it's a shame that this isn't available to buy all the time, don't you think? How to read a sewing pattern. Knitting basics. Crochet basics. And then that's the end. Wow, I quite like this. Crafting for Christmas. If only they made a magazine like this all the time. And that's, they really drop the ball with Mollie Makes. All they do is point you in the direction of stuff. And some of this, it's just too fragmented. But this has it all. I like this little project book. So that's not bad, is it? So quite a lot for my money. I've paid $9.99 and I got all the yarn and 3 books, a Santa and the Pusheen yarns plus stuff to send off for. So, wow, what do you think? Like it? Thanks for watching. Like I said before, if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.